Well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another stream. And welcome back to another video. Today we are continuing the build of this guy right here. And that would be the Hyaku-Shiki by Bandai. This is the master grade, and yeah, that's what she's going to look like when we're all done. Yeah. So we're continuing. Last time we built the body and we got the head done. This part right here. Just ignore this right here. Okay, so we got that done last time. Okay? So, in between then and now, I assembled one of the arms. I also assembled one of the legs. But today, you're going to watch me build the other arm. And that's what we're going to start working on right now. So, we're on the next page here. I've got my nippers all ready to go. And nice Bandai instructions. We need sprue A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and the polycaps. So, we're going to start off. We need C. So I need the C tree. That'd be this one right here. Now, as you can see, this is the dark gray, or kind of a gunmetal color that they use. And as you can see with this completed arm, how much of it is actually exposed and visible. It's all internal stuff that you don't really see. What does that mean? Why am I even bringing that up? It's because all the little nub marks, which is so important in removing and cleaning up really nice on a Gundam kit, well, 99% of the nub marks on the dark gray parts never get seen. And that's a nice bonus. So if you're not good at cleaning up the nub marks, you don't have to worry about it usually on these. You can probably hear a plane taking off in the background there as usual. It's kind of a stormy day today. Okay, so we need C26, which is going to be this guy here. We need that guy there. We also need C25 and 18 and 19. So might as well get some of these taken off here and ready to go for our next steps in preparation. A lot of these parts, like when you get finished with the arm and the legs, you don't really have a lot left over. So I need 18 and 19. It's these two here. Going to be for that part. And we also need C21. There's 22. I need 21. Where are you? 21 right here. Now because I need 21, that's telling me I'm going to need 20 real soon. 21, I'll just put it right there, and sure enough, I'm sure, yeah, there's 20 right there. So there we go. Okay, so we'll start with those, and let's see, we need E1 and A13. Okay, so I got A right here. 13 is this little guy right here. Tiny little strip of silver here. Okay, that's A13, and I need E1. E is going to be red. E1, this guy here. let's make sure these are nice and clean before we start assembling. Even though those nippers clean these up really nice, and it goes nice and close to it, you still get a little bit you need to clean up. First thing to do is put this in here like this. It's a little bit tricky because it's tight. There we go. Okay, that goes together. Now, as I said, it's just a matter of making sure you don't have these nubs sticking out. They don't have to be that clean because, again, it's not really going to be visible. So it's just a matter of making sure you've got it cut down smooth so that it'll actually fit together like it's supposed to. And that's all you got to worry about on these. Of course, there is the odd time where there's just nothing you can do. The nub mark is visible, it's in your face, and it looks ugly. And that's when you wind up having to paint it. I actually have a little instance just like that on his foot. His foot has a couple of spots. One on here. Terrible looking nub mark. Nothing I can do about it. And right there too, on both spots. It's just the way it is. Okay, I need PC number 10. That's polycap number 10. This guy right here. Alright, so let's start putting this together. We take this guy here and we go polycap, slides in just like this. Okay? And then we're going to take this and it's going to go in right here. Just like that. Okay? We'll start with this. Now we're going to take this guy and these two and we're going to put them together. Just like this. And that. Okay? And now we're going to take, I believe it's this guy. Yes. Oh, we forgot one. We need E9. We need a little red piece. E number 9. 9 right here. Try not to get my 6s and my 9s mixed up. I already did that once. Okay. So we take this, and this has to go in here. And it's going to go, I believe, like this. Okay? Now with this like that, we're going to put these together. This guy is going to go on here, like that. You can see how nicely it fits. It slides in there. Okay? And then this one, with this facing this direction, goes like that. And then we sandwich it all together with this piece. And now we have an elbow joint. Okay. Elbow joint assembled. I need to check my phone just a sec. Okay, moving on. We're going to get E12. That's a couple little red caps. That's 10. Where's 12? 12, these two here. There we go. And we need some G. That's going to be some golden pieces. Now, let's start off with these E's. They go right here. Might as well put them on right now. Just like that. There we go. Okay, so those are on. Now I need to find G. G. G for gold. We got gold. So we need 21, 23, 20, and 25. Lots of stuff. There's 23. Now again, I'll show you guys the beauty that Bandai has done with this in undergating them. I need 20 and 21. Undergating so that the nub marks are never seen. It's really, I've never seen this on any other kind of model kit, and it's really quite amazing. And I also need 25 right here. So although I'm not cutting this off flush with the part, especially these two pieces. Okay. I think that's it for now, these 4 pieces. All right. Okay. I'm going to try and show you guys change my cam here to the overhead, and I'll try and show you guys what I mean by undergating. So this is sitting on the sprue like this. Okay, I'm going to try and get this thing to focus on my part here, on my hand. Focus on my hand. Okay, so you have the part here, and you see this nub right here. Okay, right there and right there. And just by looking at it, you'd think it's actually attached to this side, but it's not. It's not attached here. It's actually attached underneath, here and here. So when I actually cut this off, you're not going to see the nub. You're not going to see the nub at all. Okay, now we got blurry here. Okay, so instead of cutting it off here on this side, we actually cut it off on the back side here. And now that tiny little nub mark, it's actually hidden. When this is going to be assembled, that nub is gone. Okay, I'll continue that with the others, but I got. Okay, so this one, we cannot avoid it. This one's not undergated, so all I can do is trim it off as closely as I can and hope that the nubs won't be seen. This little part here, it is undergated, so I can take it off on this edge. That won't be seen. Okay, now I still need to clean it up even after trimming it like this. Okay, I still need to clean these little parts up so that it's perfectly flush, so that it's going to fit together proper. But for example, you have this nub sticking up, this side will be visible, this side will not, and it's actually attached on this side, so it cleans up right here, and there's nothing to clean up on that side. And that's the beauty of this, and that's why, you know, at first I was kind of disappointed that these gold pieces were not molded in gold, or at least a golden color, because I knew when you cut through the plastic, well, that exposes the actual color of the plastic. But as I've put these things together, I see there's not a single visible spot where the nub marks are. And that's just another, you know, tantamount to Bandai's engineering in making these things and thinking about how it's going to be attached on the sprue in such a way that it doesn't look like crap when it's assembled with all these little nub marks everywhere, discolored nub marks to be to the point, right? So it's pretty crazy. Okay, so these are all cleaned up. Let's start putting them together. We're going to start with these side pieces. Okay, so we just line them up and they go down like that. Okay, and that one there, and this guy goes over, covers everything up there just like that, and then this guy goes over the top. And which way does he go? So if this is facing this way, this is going to go like that, just like that. Okay, and that's that. All right, moving down the page, we need PC11. Yep, PC11. 3, 5, 6, 7, 11 right here. And we need C. We need stuff from the C tree again. We need C27, 23, and 24. Well, there's 23 and 24. And there's 27. There's another thing. I was not impressed with the way 27 comes off of the sprue, because the nubs are pretty ugly looking on there. They're not very nice looking at all. And when I put the other arm together, it's like, okay, that looks like crap. I hope that's going to be covered up. And, well, it's covered up. And you'll see, eventually, when we get to assembling the actual shoulder. Okay, so we take this guy, and we shove this guy in here. Just like that. And then we put it in between these two. Just like that. And you see there's visible through there, and I don't like that. It looks awful. But fortunately, it gets totally covered by the shoulder armor. So, don't have to worry about it. Now we need G14. Might as well leave this over here. G14. Right here. Okay, Again, totally 100% undergated. Clean these up. It's nice and smooth. And again, because this part's not ever going to be seen, you can scratch the heck out of this particular edge if you really want it. It doesn't matter. And then this goes on, slides in like this. Now my other one, this was a much tighter fit. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Maybe I'm not getting it on the right slot. There we go. That's right. Okay, there we go. Okay, and then this goes in on top. And just like this. Should the other one snapped in? Yeah, there we go. Just like that. Okay. Now we're going to do the hands. The hands, we need, I do need B. We're in B4 and B11, okay? That's A, here's B. Out of sight. Oh, sorry about that. Was I too far forward, or was I too far back? B4 and 11. Oh, the hidden thing that you can't scratch. Ah, yes. Thank you. Yeah, it totally hides it all. So, can't complain. It's just Bandai's engineering and making sure that you're never gonna see those little marks. It's really fantastic. Okay, so this is part of the hands. Now I need his fingers. We need to put his fingers together. And that's off the C tree. And that's all these guys here. It's all his fingers. And his thumb. Okay, that should be about it for his hands. So one of them, this guy here, he gets an extra digit. And gets it, how do these go together? This is actually the right hand, so I should be on the other page for the left hand. So let's just quickly flip the page here, so I don't accidentally put his fingers on upside down. That would be a little awkward. Okay, we want left arm. Here we go. So first of all, I'm going to take this piece and we're going to put his 3 guys in like this. I really should clean that up a little better first. These dark gray parts, you know, that it comes to stressing the plastic and then it makes it look kind of white. That's totally going to be hidden by doing the panel wash. There we go. Not that one. Okay, his 3 fingers are together like that, and then we have his 4th finger. Like that, okay? So, it goes together. They go in the back side. They don't go in from the front here, from his palm. They go in from the back. We got those, and then we got his thumb. Okay, and they all go in like that. Okay, and then we're going to take the back of his hand, and we have the back, which is going to be F4, but I also need A17. This is one thing that I've found. I haven't encountered this yet on another Gundam, where they actually have this little detail in the hand where I've seen them in the show access this little thing that's like right here on their hand. It's almost like in their glove or whatever, something right here where they can shoot something out or whatever, and they actually have the detail on this one. They actually have it. That's what that little silver piece is, and that goes on his hand. Where is your hand? F4. Oh, it's F. Sorry, not G. F. This guy here. Again, it's undergated quite nicely. Okay. So the first thing we do is not this. I do need that, but not this. This piece fits in right here, just like that. Okay, and it's a tiny little, I don't even know what to call it. It's a squirt gun. Get the pins lined up, it will go on proper. There we go. Nice tight squeeze. There we go. Hands together. His thumb is backwards, but that's fine. So there's all his fingers, and he's got that. So I know there's an episode where he does like this with his finger. He goes like cock, and then you can shoot something out right there, and it's, well, you actually have it on this one, and that's I've yet to encounter a Gundam that actually has that little detail there, so it's kind of cool. They actually implemented it. So that's his hand. The last thing he gets is this little piece here. This helps him to hold on to things. And this goes down right there in his palm. And then that gets hidden away in there when you don't want to actually have anything in his hand. And that's that. Okay, so there's his hand. Now his hand gets to go on his arm, but we need G26. It's this guy here. This one actually is not undergated, but it's not important because this edge doesn't get seen, it gets hidden. This goes on here. You just line up this little hole with that peg. And now that those nubs are gone, they're hidden in there. You don't ever see them. And then the hand goes on. Snap, just like that. Okay? And that's it for that part. And so this part of the arm is done. Okay? Usually these are sitting, they usually sit like that. Okay. Now this part of the arm is done. And this arm, can, in theory, be installed on there. But we're not ready yet. We have to do a shoulder pad. Well, I guess technically it's his left arm. Left shoulder pad. Okay, so let's just put this aside for now, and we go to shoulder armor. And we'll do this, and then that'll be it for today. And next time we'll work on the waist. Let's see, shoulder armor. So we need G and D and C. Well, I got C here. C22 is this guy. This is what actually connects the shoulder armor to the body. That piece there, that's what it actually connects with. So we need D4 and 17. We need our D tree. Where's my D? Where's my D? Got my D right here. I need D4, 16 and 17. There's 4. There's 18, there's 16. Okay. And I need G1. G1, this guy here. All right. Clean these up. Just make sure these are nice and clean. That's good. That one's held on by the pin, so that's good. So much of this stuff, you know, on the other arm, it's cleaning up all these little pieces and where the nubs were and making sure it's completely, you know, cleaning them up as best as possible so that, you know, just in case they're going to be seen, and then they wind up not being seen, not being visible at all, and it's like, why did I spend all that time cleaning it up? Okay, first things first, these two go together, just like that. Okay, and then they're going to go in together with this guy. So we've got this, and we take, let's start with this side. This guy goes here. You got to pay attention to which direction it goes. Okay, so the pin should go towards the inside and the flap towards the outside. That's the way that's got to go. And then this guy is going to go in. He goes in right here, I believe. Just like that. Okay. Yes, they even show you in a somewhat assembled diagram here. And then this sandwiches to get them all together. So you just get all your pins and everything all lined up. And in theory, it sandwiches together nicely. Of course, that's in theory, right? There we go. Sandwich together. Just like that. Okay? So this thing can, this will flap a little bit, and this will also flap. Okay? Only a little bit though. Okay, so we move on. Next, we need E15, 16, and 17. Here's 15. This, if I didn't know any better, I'd say this looks like it's a bit of a thruster on his shoulder. And then we need these two. Okay. On the other arm, it took me a little bit to figure out just how to get these two pieces on. If I pull them back here, you can see these two. Took me a little bit of figuring out which one's left, which one's right, and then which one's inside, which one's out. This part's easy. This one just goes right here. Just make sure you got it the right way around. Just like that. Okay, that goes there. With these other two pieces, they kind of fit around on here. Okay, and it's kind of a bit tricky. I gotta clean them up a little bit here. Getting them to fit flush and flat was a bit of a challenge. And then worrying about it so much, and then when it's all said and done, you don't even really see them. All they are is for these two little accents right here and here. That's really all they are. So they do line up on these two guide pins. It's just a matter of getting the right ones, or getting them situated the right way. And then also getting them to fit flat, because it is tight. What I found helpful was my little tweezers. Now these have no grip on them, so I don't damage the plastic, but it really helps in just squeezing the parts together to get them to get them to line up. Sometimes it just takes that extra little help that your fingers just don't do. Especially when you're big fat fingers like mine. Just getting it to pop into that little place. There. Got him. Both sides. There we go. Okay. There's a little bit of a pain, but it's alright. It's not too bad. Now we take G, 2, 3, and 4, and we put them all together. These are another ones that had a great big. I accidentally took the other one off the sprue tree. I cut a little too close to it, and I kind of damaged it a little bit. It's not the end of the world, but if I could do it over again, I would cut a little further away from the actual part. All the undergating in the world won't cure when you cut too close to the part and you cut the part a little bit. And that's what I did. Fortunately, it's on the side that's towards the body, and so I don't actually see the screw up I did. It's really nice. See, it's a big fat nub right there. And what I wound up doing is when I cut it off the tree, I just actually cut into the part. It's like, yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. Okay, let's clean these up. Again, really all I gotta do, doesn't even matter. You scrape all that chrome off this side, that's fine. There's this side, this edge is never gonna be seen. I don't know how many times I can say that. But you don't have to worry about it. And that's one thing I'm kind of liking about this kit. This kit is simple. It's not overly complicated. I have to admit, you know, it's been nice. This kit's nice. Okay, so we're going to put this one down first, and it's going to go, let's get this lined up. It's going to go like this, just like that. Again, little nub mark, but it's facing the body and you don't see it. And then we take these, and they go on. There's one side. And there's the other side. Just like that. Done. And that's a shoulder armor, finished. Now, all we gotta do is put it together. And that's nice and simple. So we take his shoulder, his arm, and we put his arm on, and it only goes to there. It leaves a slot. Okay? And then all you do is slide the armor down over top, and it's done. Just like that. And there we now have two arms, and you have these that are flexible. These flip in and out, so the armor, the shoulders, they can pivot just as you would bring his arm out, right? The shoulder armor pivots with his arms, so he can do this, right? And then of course, in similar fashion, you want him to be able to move his arms and actually put his hands together. His arms will pivot in. Look at that. You can pivot his shoulder. If I bring this one down, he's got that articulation to actually pivot his shoulder really far and bring his arm across if you want him to. Right? It's really the engineering they've done for posability on these things is really incredible. And that's it. So we have two arms assembled. I also have a leg. He's got a leg, but we're not ready for the leg yet. We need to build the waist, but we're going to do that next time. Okay, we're going to build the waist, and maybe if I got time, we'll do the waist and the leg. We'll see how that goes. The waist doesn't look like there's too much to it, but at the same time, you know, you never know, because the waist pieces, they always got like one main flap for the back, they always have two sides, and then they've got two front, and that's usually the way they all are. And it's just looking at these diagrams here, it looks like this is par for the course, typical Gundam type waist armor for these guys. So with that, I'm going to thank you guys for watching, and thank you for coming out. I want to thank you guys for subscribing to me. Thanks for following me on YouTube. You guys are really great. I'm going to put links down in the description box below. You can check me out on my Instagram, and you can check out still pictures of every build I've done. Not only just Gundams, but also tanks and planes and battleship, all kinds of stuff. Okay? And that's where we're going to leave it for today, guys. So I want to thank you again for coming out. And yeah, once again, thanks for watching. And yeah, we'll get into this thing. We'll get that waist done, and maybe get the leg done too. The leg's got a little bit more involved to it, because we got some articulation, all kinds of stuff, especially in this ankle joint. Yeah, so thanks again, guys, and we'll see you all in the next one.